Hello, hello. Let me ask you a question. Did you know that chronic stress increases cortisol and decreases DHEA? Did you also know that cortisol, which is released when we're stressed out, you know, comes to actually break down the muscle tissue right here, this muscle tissue, into blood sugar, right? Glucose to give us energy, and then also increases insulin, which is a fat storage hormone. Look, my name is Maria Horstman, your health and wellness and fitness coach, here to empower you to optimize your weight and your health so you rediscover vitality, happiness, and lead a fulfilling life at bfabu.com. So in this stress series that I've been going through, we talked about the types of stress. We talked about DHEA. We talked yesterday about a type of stress that you want to add to your health so you can lead life, and age beautifully and independently. So today we're going to talk a little bit more about this DHEA and how it's actually is stress impacts our body a little bit on the negative side, so we can go into the positive side of stress, which I want to talk in the next video. We're going to start talking about that. So this DHA that I mentioned the other day is significantly decreases visceral fat, okay, and subcutaneous fat is abdominal fat as well. And that also is going to lead to increasing insulin sensitivity. And insulin sensitivity is important, so in the body, so outside the cells of the body, we have insulin receptors, and these receptors are really saying, hey, come the glucose that is running through the body, right, to the bloodstream, to say, brings the glucose in to gives us energy. And I'll talk more about insulin and sensitivity another time. But what is really this visceral fat? And I want to focus a little bit more on the visceral fat. So the visceral fat is under actually the stomach walls, right? That's a store within the abdominal cavity. So it's located near the several organs. So we see mostly in abdominal over here, right? Mostly, so like I said, around the organs, and including the liver, the pancreas, the kidneys, the stomach, the colon, small intestine, and so on. But it's also, builds up, arteries, right? In the arteries. So you can tell that the visceral fat is not a very healthy fat. Now we need it. We need visceral fat. So is subcutaneous. We need fat, folks, and we're going to talk more about fat another time. But it has to be in good levels, good amounts of fat. So this also visceral fat has shown to, provide or give atrophy to our brain. So one study actually shows that those who have most belly fat between the ages of 40 and 45, 40 and 45 were almost 3 times more prone to get dementia in their 70s. So yes, it is important for us to control, or to have a hold of our fat. Fat is good, is necessary for the body, but visceral fat, that is the one that is most active in the body. We want to minimize that, okay? So another study also showed that those individuals with high levels of visceral fat had a decrease on the brain volume. Look, I want to keep my brain over here inside my skull very healthy, and I want it to have good volumes. Also, a pic over here of one of the benefits of exercise is exercise continue to create, more brain cells, all right, through BDNF. So anyway, going back over here. So what the point of this video over here for you is, if you have, more fat in your abdominal level over here, there is a chance that your visceral fat might be a little too much, right? So it might be something that you want to take a look at it. So look yourself in the mirror, measure, your abdominal fat. Know that cortisol, which is released when we have stress, especially on the chronic stress that is go. Go back to video 3 where I talk about chronic stress, what it does to the body, right? So in this level of stress is pretty damaging to the body in the aspect of, yes, it's decreasing DHA, which is basically a protector of the body, is decreasing, insulin sensitivity, is decreasing muscle mass building, it's increasing our fat storage through insulin, okay? Insulin sensitivity, gets decreased, so that means there is more insulin in the body, and that is pre-inflammatory, which leads eventually, among several other things, to inflammation in the body, which is responsible for about 90% of chronic diseases. Okay, so stress isn't good when it's chronic, especially in episodic stress. So we're going to be learning that stress is necessary for good health as well, but when it's not controlled, then it's pretty damaging to the body. If you have more questions about this, leave a comment or reach out to BFABU. In the meantime, I wish you lots of love, lots of health, and questions, let me know, and I'll see you tomorrow for another section on stress. Bye-bye.